Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We are back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today we are back again with, oh yes, it is time, it is episode 99 of new figure pickups. I wanted to get this one done and out there as we're going to have a little bit of a break between this one and our next new figure pickups episode. And not to say that we'll have a break in videos on the channel. There will be other videos, but from this one until episode 100, like I said, that's going to be the one that kind of cracks right around the new year. That'll be the time that we post it, probably just before the new year, maybe even between Christmas Day and the new year, somewhere in there for sure. But episode 100 is going to be a good one. It's going to be a big one, just probably just the same as when we did episode 50, going back to that time. And I think episode 50 might have been the episode with JTG Elite Series 6. So if you want to go check that one out, feel free. But here we are, episode 99. It is crazy to think, if you've been with me for 98 previous episodes, I appreciate you oh so much. And if this is your first time here today, I appreciate you as well. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into this, and we're going to start off with a little bit of some trade stuff here, some traded stuff. As you guys know, I've been posting on my Facebook for the figures that I am looking for trade. So if you want to get over there, Matt's Wrestling Collectibles on Facebook, make sure that you're not only joining the page, but you're joining the group as well. That's where you'll find these trade posts. That's where you'll find a lot of posts. But these trade posts that I've been putting up, looking for some specific figures that I want to cross off the list, and I have so much stuff on the MERCARI store, so it is always nice to be able to do a little trading with that. And this trade here, again, coming from a good buddy of the channel now, and again, another trade with a good buddy here, Drew, my buddy Drew, who is also to be seen on those trade posts, so if anybody is looking for some stuff, maybe you might want to go and see him there as well. But these next few items are going to come from him. And we're going to start off with one of the oldest, and I guess what is another word for old? I think it would be, something like classic, maybe even classic superstars. And this one I'm starting off with because it might be the only controversial figure of this trade. And it's nothing against Drew. Drew is not the problem, but I didn't think about it until after the trade was already done and the figure was in my hand. I said, this figure could potentially be getting a Mattel release, possibly somewhere down the road. Now, who could that be, and why would that be? Well, it is none other than Repo Man, coming out of Classic Superstars Series 17. As you may know, he is also Smash of Demolition, Axe and Smash. Smash was his gimmick in that tag team, and probably the most infamous gimmick that he's ever had in professional wrestling, at least as far as I'm concerned. And this figure here, a great figure, but will we potentially see Repo Man made down the way in the Legends line? It could very well be, but I guess if not, I will have him here and he will be in the collection. But who knows, maybe if that Mattel figure ever comes to fruition, I may be putting this one up for sale. Who knows? But it was something I didn't think of till afterwards. Either way, it's a great figure. It definitely brings me back to being a kid again, chasing these figures all over, and I'm happy to add this one to the collection. Up next, some more trades. We got some good stuff here, some really good stuff, and we've got a Ultimate Edition Kevin Owens, and this figure here, happy to add it to the collection. Now we got to get the Sami Zayn to match along with it. A great figure here, Kevin Owens with the WrestleZania Goes Hollywood shirt on. Obviously, WrestleMania going Hollywood, WrestleMania 39. A very, very cool figure and cool attire as well. So I have so many Kevin Owens. He became kind of like a, I don't even know. I don't know how you would even say in a collection with so much going on, how he became a subtle leader in the numbers. And I say that as far as like, I probably have somewhere around 30 John Cena figures. And there's so many guys that I could name off, Hogan and Shawn Michaels, Rey Mysterio. There's a lot of guys that you get a lot of attires of, especially if you're looking to collect that way. And so out of nowhere, one time I just happened to be going through my collection and I said, wow, this is kind of crazy. I have like 12 Kevin Owens figures, and just completely by, not even paying attention, just collecting different Owens and loving the, KO Mania shirts. I love those figures, so I try to get every single one of them. I think I have them all except for one right now. I got to double check on that, but this figure is awesome, and I love this so much. Mint here, and a great figure to add to the collection. Can't wait to get that Sami Zayn. Hopefully soon, we will see. Now we move over to the AEW side of this trade, and of course, this one here, a controversial one in its own right, and not by my standard in this video, but I do love it, and it is none other than the AEW shop exclusive, one of 3,000 MJF. A lot of people upset that this figure did not come with the belt, but of course, when you're making a figure that's a 1 of 3,000, to have that belt with it, would it mean that the belt is a 1 of 3,000? Do you re-release the belt at a further date on a figure? It's completely up for debate. Either way, an amazing figure. Again, from my buddy Drew, this one is just phenomenal. I love MJF. He's probably one of, I'd say, if any, probably in the top 5 of my AEW guys. So I really like MJF. He's just phenomenal in the ring. I think he's great. Of course, on the microphone, the guy really does have it all. And not that I'm one of those people that's just all about the WWE, but I would love to see him eventually make his way there, just to see where it would go, how it would go. I think it would be a great run. So, but MJF, very cool figure here, and I like it a lot. I also like that the knee pads and the trunks kind of, I guess you could say, paying tribute to the Lex Luger figure that we've seen before with that similar style. I mean, of course, could be very well just the way that the pattern is, but kind of pays tribute in my eyes anyway. Very cool figure, and again, a AEW shop exclusive. My first shop exclusive figure, so very happy to add this to the collection, and can't wait to hang this one up on the wall. And up next, this was a surprise. So me and Drew have done a couple of trades, and last time I sent him a couple of things in there, some extras that I wanted to throw his way, and this time he threw something my way. It was completely unexpected, and this one, again, coming out of the AEW Jazzwares line. This is the Ric Flair from the Unmatched Series 12, the Luminaries Collection figure. And this is just a really cool Ric Flair. I like this a lot. I love the packaging. Not sure if I'm really crazy to go after the chase or try to find it. I think you can still buy it on Ringside. I'm not 100% sure. But, very cool figure nonetheless. If I do wind up getting a chase down the road, great. But this one is absolutely just, again, great figure. I love it. And happy to add it to the Ric Flair collection that I have. That's not all too crazy. I do have the Four Horsemen pack, as you guys just recently have seen. We've got the Ultimate Edition, which I think is a great figure. We do have his Four Horsemen figure, his WCW style there with the green and yellow attire. And I'm not sure if I've got any other ones. I might have one other in the collection that I just can't think of. Oh, Defining Moments. That's another really good one. That one's in the collection. So, yeah, we're adding to the Ric Flairs, and this one, very cool. And, again, a big shout-out to Drew for this and everything else in that trade. Looking forward to many more trades with him. And, again, a big shout-out to him for this figure that he threw in for me. Up next, we move into the WWE Legends. We finally complete the set, or I guess you could say we're about to say we have completed the set with this next one, but this one here, essentially now completing the set, as we have the Michaels, we have the Diesel Chase, and we also have the Razor Ramon, and now we've got Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H here from the Curtain Call, and finally we get all of these figures put together. I actually have his coat from a previous figure in my accessory drawer. I think we're going to add it to this figure and really complete it and put it back in the package, and we might swap the heads, I think, as well. And I think it's going to be a nice little add-on to that, so I can't wait to do that and get that all finished up, and I always love customizing a little bit and still having them in the package, which I know some people are like, it's crazy, but I think it's nice. I think it's cool to add to things and kind of put things maybe where they might have been better off, like this figure. Personally, I think we could have done away with the head that's on the figure, put the head that's off the figure on it, do away with that secondary head, and put that jacket on it. I think it really would have made this figure a lot better. But either way, this one here, I say it completes it, but it's only because I had that Diesel chase, and now we also do have the regular Diesel. So I guess I'm going to keep this one. Wasn't originally planning on it, but after seeing all the Diesels in my collection and seeing which one I guess was the odd one out, we did get rid of one because we just had so many, and I'm like, really, how many do I need? You know, how many of these can stick around? So this one will be sticking around. I actually like the attire on this a lot, and kind of nice to have this one where it says Diesel Power, the other one says Big D, and of course, you know, it's cool to finally have this curtain call all complete, and it's a cool set of figures for sure. I'm sure a lot of hardcore collectors, a lot of people who were fans of that time period especially, are going to want to put those in the collection. And of course, as always, I will say it would have been cool to see it in some type of 4-pack, but maybe just because of the way sales have been on them and the way things have gone in the past, especially with Legends figures, maybe they figured it was just better to do all 4 separate and also have that chase, maybe making it a little bit more desirable for everybody without kind of locking everyone into that $70 or $80 price point. So either way, Diesel here with the Diesel Power singlet on, and this one is a very cool figure. Happy to add this one and complete that curtain call set. All right, so up next, as always, I do try to save the best for last. I think it was almost a tie with this one, and I've got to show these off. So I'm going to still say the best for last is where it will be, and it is going to be after this one. So this was the runner-up. This was the runner-up for the best for last nominee, and right here, we've got the Hall of Champions Target exclusive 4-pack, and this is just phenomenal all the way around. Love the Bruno Sammartino, love the belt, love the Ultimate Warrior and the colors, and I think we had this in a basic at one point, so excited to get this in an elite, of course. The Cena, what can you say? I mean, the jersey alone is the whole figure, and I think the shoes also make it as well. I think that was a big, big upgrade. And of course, for me, I haven't collected any newer Roman Reigns. I have both of his most recent Ultimate Editions. Actually, I should say his last 2 prior to his most recent. So his most recent Ultimate came with the same title that is on him here. And I did not get that figure for the reason that I already did have his 2 prior Ultimate Editions. I knew I was going to eventually get this, so I really didn't want to get that Ultimate. It's a lot of the same, and I just figured this would work out the best. So we have this here. We do need to fix the title on Cena, the right side there. The clip came out, so I'm going to probably open this up and clean it up a little bit, face everything the way that I'd like it to. The hat on Cena's a little messed up. A couple of things are off center, so I'd like to clean it up a little bit. I'll probably do that and get that belt situated there. But this Hall of Champions 4-pack is a great one. I really, really like this. We already have that Bruno from years ago, and now this Bruno here, a more, I would say younger, I would think. Maybe it is older. I could be wrong, but I think it is a younger Bruno in this. He looks younger anyway with this figure, but again, maybe I'm wrong on that one. I'd have to double check the time period of when they're based off of, but a great figure. Again, this Ultimate Warrior looking fantastic. Can't wait to really check out these figures and at some point get them open. Maybe we'll even do an unboxing and review. We'll have to see. And now, what would really be the best for last, the one that I think is above all the rest. How can you even compare anything else in this video to none other than the re-release, the remake of these WWE Superstars, these LJN style figures. These are absolutely incredible. And of course, the only 2 that I am trying to add to the collection, the ones that I absolutely can't be without, it's got to be this Hulk Hogan and it's got to be the John Cena. As much as I would like to get the Logan Paul and add the Dusty Rhodes to the collection as well, I think that maybe those 2 might not be something that are, that I'm going to really need to hold on to. But then again, if I did wind up with the whole Series 1 at one point, would you just keep it? Because at that point, now you got the whole set. And that's another thing. Very tough when you're collecting. Sometimes that can be the icebreaker on things. You start to complete a set. You get so close, you wind up just doing it, and then you have a whole set sometimes where a couple of those items may not be exactly what you need or what you want. But here it is, WWE Superstars LJN. It is the remake of none other than these crazy, absolutely iconic 1980s figures, and I do believe they were all in the 80s. I don't know if they started these in the late 70s. I know that most of the ones that I always had usually said like 84 or 85 on the back, or at least they did anyway. On that time, they were like usually on the butt or on the leg, something like that. And wow, though, what a time to release these, bring them back into the collector's market, and just how cool is this. So, but incredible figures, and I cannot wait to get that John Cena. We'll give you a little bit more of a close-up of this here, and just an iconic figure. This LJN Hulk Hogan, incredible, absolutely phenomenal, and cannot wait to see the rest of these at some point. So we do have, like I said, back here, Dusty Rhodes, Logan Paul, and John Cena. I cannot wait to get that John Cena. That's going to be a big one for me, just to add to the collection. But as always, guys, this is what I think is the best figure of this video. You tell me, what did you think is the best figure in your opinion? Leave me a comment below. Of course, all the information that you might need, may want, who knows, it is in the description of this video. You'll be able to get the groups, my Facebook page, group page, the MERCARI store page, all that great stuff. You'll be able to get that right there in the description of this video. And as always, if you've been with me for 98 previous episodes of New Figure Pickups, again, I appreciate it oh so much. If today is your first time here, you already know the deal. We got to run it down. You got to get over to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You got to hit the bell icon. Make sure that you are following me each and every single day, because we are dropping new videos every single day. And again, if you haven't already, get into those comments. Let me know, what was your favorite figure here? What is something you're going to jump on? What are you going to pass on? The long game, the now game, the no game? What game is it? Hopefully it's not the game Triple H, because they were booing him out of the building last night. But hey, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. Sometimes bad booking is as only as long as it's on the TV screen. Will it change? Will it change? We will find out tomorrow night, Monday Night Raw. Let's see what happens there. But as always, guys, that's for another day. We'll talk about that John Cena retirement. We'll get that all on the channel. We're going to have a lot to discuss there as well. And until then, until that video, until the next time, stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you all there.